One of the deepest impulses in man is the impulse to record, to scratch a drawing on a tusk, or keep a diary. The enduring value of the past, one might say, is the very basis of civilization. John J. Chapman. By nature, human beings leave evidence of their life, whether through art or buildings or even people. Oftentimes, victors write history, but what about those who don't? My name is Bree, and welcome to the Scholarly Cheese Guild, where today we'll discuss how historians accurately study unbiased history. It should come as no surprise to you that you and I probably have differing opinions. For example, let's say that I love blue cheese, because I do. And let's say that you basically can't get over the fact that it's just moldy cheese. In the same way, historians have their own bias about different events in history, and it tends to come out in their writing. Although this means that we can never get a 100% grasp on the past, we can still understand and learn from most historical events. The first way that we study history responsibly is by using primary sources, essentially first-hand accounts of things that happened. It's the difference between having somebody tell you a story where they were actually there versus hearing a story from someone who heard that story from somebody else. These different things can include records or maps or even diaries like Anne Frank's. The next way that we study history is through archaeology, which allows us to see things like what people ate and what they did. We do this by using archaeological excavations, where we can see the results of remains caused by centuries of habitation on one spot. Some of these sites include ancient cities like Troy or Pompeii, or even things like pyramids, tombs, or sealed caves.
Hello and welcome to the Mischief Corner. I'm Jack, and I think far too many of these jokes are cheesy. Today we have a fact for you, and today's fact comes from the great place called Rome, where, as archaeology can tell us, they had these people called gladiators, and the gladiators were their fighters that fought in arenas for entertainment. And their gladiators were celebrities to them. They made little action figures out of clay, and they would mix the sweat of the gladiators in with women's perfume to smell nice. What a jacked fact that is. And that's why that is today's jacked fact.
Thank you, Jack, for that fact. Moving on. The next way that historians find accurate information is by using dating, and not the romantic kind. Sorry, that was a bit cheesy. Moving on. Dating allows us to find the age of a specific object. One particular form of dating was developed in the 1940s, and it's called carbon-14 dating, which can determine the age of an object as old as 60,000 years. This helps us learn more about ancient civilizations and changes that have happened in the Earth. And while historians use other things such as photographic records and secondary accounts to find information, the two that we discuss today are the most reliable and prominent ways. You too can learn to navigate biased and unreliable history. Some ways that you can do this are by fact-checking information by using more than one source, and filtering anything you hear or read through what you already know to be correct or have had conversations with friends about, especially a friend who you know thinks or believes differently from you. Before we end today's video, I'd like you to ponder a question with me. What does history mean to you? Thank you so much for watching the Scholarly Cheese Guild. For more content, click the link down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next quest.